let's head on to the ice dance. Your medalists from the USA, Madison Chock and Evan Bates, taking the silver, their first Grand Prix medal. Amelia Zingas and Madison Kolesnik. And in third, my spooky, creepy, weirdo faves, Lopareva and Brissaud of France. All right, Caitlin, let's talk some scuttlebutt about the Americans, starting with that Lenny Kravitz rhythm dance, American Woman. I loved the wet hair look. I liked the print. Was it giving you the 90s vibes that you want?
Yes and no. I love the print, like you said, and Madison always looks incredible on the ice to begin with. And I liked a lot of the intricacies and the way they moved throughout their program. At the same time, the like hip hop rap moment kind of took me out of the 90s a little bit. But other than that, I liked it.
Are you saying that hip hop and rap didn't exist in the 90s, Caitlin?
No, it was different though.
I did like their little dance break and their midline step sequence. They did look a little bit slow. Of course, this is their season debut, so they're literally testing everything out. They got to go back home and work on it. But I want to they also had a little stumble into towards their character step sequence. He bobbled, and then she had a bigger bobble. So not perfect, but a pretty decent score, almost identical score to the Brits who won this segment at the Grand Prix de France. Now, before we get into the free dance, we got to talk about the fit of the free dance. I was gagged, befuddled, another G word for confusion. I couldn't take it. This skirt, this outfit, this bolero jacket is just, she's gonna win best costume again. She knows how to do it. Like, my goodness.
She looks outstanding, and I thought that skirt was going to be a lot to handle. She did say she has a practice skirt so that she could get used to it, but that is a lot of fun to work with. But I was scared for the free dance to see how much that skirt would actually get in the way. I've seen long skirts in competition, and I find it like covers the partner's face half the program or is just getting in the way, but it wasn't. It was always very cleverly placed. That takes talent.
Yeah, she put that skirt to work right from the beginning. Then she has their first stop. She goes bam, bam over both forearms in the combination curve lift. Bam again, out like a sail right on the music. She says, I'm gonna give the skirt all it's worth today. That rich red color, and it moves so beautifully on the ice. But, we got to talk about what they actually did. It wasn't the highest score for them. Level 2 for Maddie on the Twizzles. Straight line lift, also a 2. I believe they didn't hold the position long enough. And they looked kind of slow, even though I absolutely loved this program. There were moments where I found elements weak, like their choreographic step sequence. I didn't really buy the Matador Bull thing from Evan. Yes, exactly. It was didn't quite get there for me. Of course, early in the season, but what did you think of this free program? And of course, they were 10 points lower than Fournier, Baudry, and Cizeron in this free dance score. And they were actually 2 points lower than the Brits in this free dance score. So not necessarily the outing they want. You want to make a statement when you come out. So how do you compare Chock and Bates to Lila Fier and Lewis Gibson and Guillaume and Laurence?
Well, just in the direct comparison between Laurence and Guillaume and Maddie and Evan is the difference that Guillaume is skating his strength with Laurence, with that contemporary fluidity, and that kind of music really entrances an audience, and you could see that movement. And well, levels help also. When you miss levels, it makes a big difference. But now with Maddie and Evan, it's a stronger piece, it's a character driven piece, Evan is portraying a bull, which I think he needs to be a little bit more harsh and aggressive to be a bull. And like you mentioned, the choreography step sequence with the clapping, I think it's a great addition. I didn't buy into Evan at all. He kind of had a smirk on his face a little bit, and I was like, "Are you trying not to laugh right now? This clapping? Because right now I'm trying not to laugh with your clapping." But the rest of the program I really did enjoy. I do think it needs a lot more mileage, a lot more speed to feel that aggressiveness of being the bull and matador. I just don't see that aggressiveness yet.
I completely agree. I did love the ending, absolutely. Now, second, so with the silver medal, their first ever, Amelia Zingas and Madison Kolesnik. They are so fast, dynamic, sharp. Their rhythm dance was the highlight of that event for me. The free dance, Romeo and Juliet. I cannot stand Romeo and Juliet in figure skating anymore, but they actually made me really enjoy it. And they had a huge score, hitting over 200 in their total, 80 in the rhythm dance, 120 in the free dance. This is a big score, and they have made a statement for sure.
I think they're incredible. That was such an unpleasant surprise to see them skate. I have opposite opinions about Romeo and Juliet. I love Romeo and Juliet on the ice. I think it's an incredible story. I do think like maybe they shouldn't have died at the end, but it wouldn't be a tragedy without it. So I was just excited as soon as that I saw it written that that's what they were skating to, but they even performed it so much bigger than I anticipated, and it was just really incredible, to be honest.
They command your attention, just dynamic. That opening assisted choreographic assisted jump where she lands in a position onto his foot, and then the little kind of kitschy, funny ending where they stab each other and fall. I mean, it's not funny that they killed each other, but you know what I mean. It was just really well done and had that lightness to it. Now, our third place team, Lopareva and Brissaud. I love them. They are so weird. Eiffel 65 in the rhythm dance, Daft Punk as well. And then one of my favorite artists, Caitlin. I'm not embarrassed to say this anymore. Bjork. They skated to Bjork, and it was gorgeous. I love how weird they are. Their coaches have really fostered their difference. They're like how different they are compared to the other team, and I love seeing what they come out with every single year.
Their lifts, I never know how they twist and things. Can you tell I'm not a dancer?
Twisting things is actually a technical term in dance. You actually nailed that.